analyzing the literature. So after collection analysis, where finding the pattern across the study. Now we have different studies. In SLR, audience are looking for something that is highlighting any new trend, new scope, new gap, like this. So we will check the patterns. We will check any trend we can find. We can highlight any gap. All these things we will check while analyzing the studies. So first is the quantitative methods, meta-analysis, effect size calculations. So under the quantitative methods, combine the numeric results. For example, if 10 study reported the efficiency of solar photovoltaic cell, you can calculate an average efficiency rate and compare across the countries. And you have some data, then you can show the result in the numeric values. You can perform the analysis. You can show the effect of any particular parameter according to your, you can say, selections or your research area or a particular research. This is just for our example purpose. Now, second is the qualitative methods. So in qualitative, we can perform the thematic analysis. Content analysis means group finding into the themes. We will select few themes and find the relevant paper from our selections and we report under the particular theme. That is the qualitative way of the reporting or analyzing the literature. If we take the example for the solar irrigation, so we can analyze the economic factors where cost and subsidies, these are the themes. Where economic factor we discuss as a theme, we will explore the cost and subsidies. Suppose out of 50 paper, there is 20 paper where cost is, you can say, discussed or shown some conclusion on the cost. We will take all the 20 papers and we will report under the economic factor subheading, that is cost. Similarly, we will find the paper where subsidies are reported. We will collect all the sources and report under the economic factor under subsidies. Then second theme may be technical factors, where we will collect all the papers where efficiency, maintenance, all these things are reported, and we will report. Then social factors may be there, like farmer acceptance, any training need to the farmers for, you can say, adoption rate, to increase the adoptions, like this. So this is the way of writing in a thematic or the content analysis. That is the qualitative method. Use of software for qualitative, quantitative presentation or the analysis of the literature. We can use NVivo, VOSviewer. In the analysis of the literature, we will focus on the patterns, similarities in the reportings, and contradictions in the reporting. Do not just summarize the papers one after another. Try to connect dot across them. Means club the summaries, reporting from the different, and make a, you can say, story manner things from the different people in the analysis of a literature. Now, identifying the gap in literature, because main motive of SLR is to identify the gap. So a good SLR does not report the existing information, but it also, or it highlights what is missing at present in a particular area or on a particular topic. That is the main thing. So gap, there may be time gaps, means older study may not reflect present. If I take the example, most solar pump studies are before 2015. No insights on the new subsidy policies after 2020. This type of the gap may be there on a particular implementation on a particular theory, on a particular technology, on a particular process, or any procedure. There may be a methodological gap, limitations in the prior designs, weak research methods. If we take the example to discuss, many studies use only the simulation models, but real world formal trials are rare. So we can highlight, if anything, in your you can say selection where weak methodology is there, or any limitation in the reported you can say methodology design. Then a contextual gap may be there. Any unexplored settings, population gap may be there, industry gap may be there, or any missing geographical or the sector coverage may be there. So you can highlight the gap. In the same example, solar irrigation widely studied in the Gujarat and Rajasthan, but little in the hilly area like Himachal Pradesh. Suppose one person collects the different data from the India on this particular topic using different keywords. Most of the study were on the Gujarat and Rajasthan, but the solar pumps are useful also in the hilly area where the transportation cost of the electricity is very high. There is a risk of the during the transportation of the electricity. So this is the contextual gap. Now, conceptual gap, missing any perspective, any theory, or any framework. Most of the study focus on the technical efficiency, but ignore the social economic framework, like technology acceptance model. So, in this way, we will find the gap, identify the gap from the papers we have selected using Prisma. So gap is the opportunity for your research contribution in the SLRs. Because everybody will ask you what is the contribution of your paper in the existing knowledge of the community of the platform or in your research area. So if you are highlighting the gaps, then you are contributing to your community. That is the important. And this practice, or you can say the gap in literature, will help to justify the novelty of your research. If a comment we get from any of the expert, any of the reviewer, or any of the peers, we can justify.